Indianapolis. Caitlin Clark, the sensational rookie for the Indiana Fever, couldn't help but laugh after Sunday's game, relieved to have narrowly avoided a seventh technical foul. A technical would have resulted in her missing the final regular season game against the Washington Mystics this Thursday. Both Clark and her head coach, Christie Sides, acknowledged that the team has been doing an excellent job of babysitting Clark, who occasionally needs reminders to keep her fiery emotions in check. During the Fever's final home game against the Dallas Wings, Clark was in top form. She scored a career-high 35 points, setting a new rookie scoring record. Yet, despite her brilliant performance, she knew she had to stay composed on the court, something easier said than done. Clark's emotions flared late in the first half, with the Fever narrowly leading 55-53. As she drove to the basket, she missed the shot under pressure from Dallas defender Natasha Howard. Both players tumbled to the floor, with Howard landing on top of Clark. As she lay on the court, covering her face, the officials called an offensive foul against Clark. The announcers described the moment, saying, "She took quite a tumble on the way down," noting that Clark was clearly frustrated. "Caitlin Clark is really incensed," they remarked. Sensing her rising frustration, Clark's teammates, Aliyah Boston and Erica Wheeler, quickly intervened. As Clark protested to the referees, insisting it was a foul, Boston and Wheeler managed to steer her away from a potential technical foul. The Fever knew they couldn't afford to lose Clark for their final regular season game, especially since she had already picked up her sixth technical in a loss to the Las Vegas Aces just days earlier. One more would have resulted in a suspension. Fortunately, with the playoffs around the corner, the technical foul count resets, meaning Clark is in the clear, at least for now. After the Fever's narrow 110-109 victory over Dallas, Clark expressed her relief, saying, "I didn't think they were going to give me a technical tonight, but I would have been really sad for the people in Washington, D.C. I tried my best to keep it together, but my teammates really helped me out with that." Coach Sides also credited the team's camaraderie for keeping Clark's emotions in check. "It's just good team chemistry," Sides said. "They all know what's at stake with Caitlin and how special she is. They understand her passion and know when to step in if she's getting too heated. I really appreciate that." In another moment during the game, Fever teammate Katie Lou Samuelson rushed over to Clark, coming from the bench to stand in front of her and help calm her down. Coach Sides praised the gesture, saying, "That's just a teammate making sure Clark doesn't do anything that could cost her a chance to play in the next game. It's all part of our preparation for where we want to go." Ironically, it was Aliyah Boston, one of the players babysitting Clark, who ended up with a technical foul herself with just 1 second left in the game. Clark found the situation amusing. "She's the one looking out for me. And then she gets a technical without really doing anything. She was just standing there, so it was funny to me," Clark said, laughing. As for her own behavior, Clark admitted there were still moments during the game when she could have been more composed. However, she felt a sense of relief now that the threat of a suspension was off her shoulders. "Now it's basically over. I don't have to worry about that anymore," she said, "but I don't want to get technicals at all. My mom doesn't want that for me either, and I definitely don't want to pay any more fines, so I'm done with that." The Fever are now looking forward to their final regular season game against Washington before heading into the playoffs, where Clark's emotions and leadership will be more crucial than ever.